Elon Musk is betting big on electric cars being the future, but Toyota just dropped a bombshell that might shake things up. They've revealed a new engine that could spell the end of electric vehicles as we know them. An engine that supposedly runs on water. Yep, you heard that right. Water. Which can spark bad vibes and slow things down. Big shots in the energy world could even play up those fears to keep control and make sure these wild inventions stay under wraps. Whether it's a cover-up or just tough luck, the dream of water-powered rides keeps hitting roadblocks. Imagine this. Sneaky misinformation campaigns stirring up doubt and fear about new tech, making people hesitant to jump on board. But here comes Toyota, boldly stepping up with their water-powered car plans, and they're backing it up with real science. With their massive influence in the car world, a reputation folks trust, and a treasure chest of resources, Toyota might just turn water vehicles from a crazy rumor into something you'll see on the road. We could be on the brink of a whole new era. Why is Toyota doing this? They're racing to stay on top in a world that's all about clean tech and electric cars. New players like BYD and NIO from China are cranking out electric rides, pushing Toyota to level up their game. They're pouring effort into making their hydrogen tech smarter and greener to keep up with the demand for planet-friendly travel. Looking back, the wild history of water-powered car ideas shows a lot of fizzled claims, but the drive for cleaner energy? That's the real deal. Toyota's already got a hydrogen-powered car called the Mirai rolling around, proving they're serious about a sustainable future. And trust me, there's more exciting stuff on the way. Now let's talk about the big dogs in electric vehicles. China and the US are leading the pack. China's gone all in, pouring money into EV charging stations and factories, making it the biggest electric car market in the world. Companies like BYD, NIO, and XPeng are driving the charge, fueled by government perks, a huge network of chargers, and top-notch manufacturing. China's leaders are dead set on cutting pollution and carbon emissions, so they've slapped on strict rules that give electric vehicles a big boost. Millions of electric cars are flying off the lots every year, and their focus on better batteries and more charging spots keeps them ahead of the game as global electric vehicle champs. Over in the United States, big names like Tesla are lighting up the electric vehicle scene. Led by Elon Musk, Tesla's been a total game-changer with sleek designs, super smart tech, and a giant network of fast-charging stations called superchargers. They're constantly pushing the bar higher with better batteries and longer driving ranges. The Mirai is a real champ. It can zip over 300 miles on a single tank of hydrogen, matching what a lot of gas-powered cars can do. And here's the best part, refueling takes just 5 minutes. That's way quicker than charging an electric car, making the Mirai a super handy pick for anyone who wants to go green without slowing down. Plus, it's a total win for the planet. Since it only puffs out water vapor, there's no dirty exhaust messing up the air or adding to greenhouse gases. Toyota's working hard to get the Mirai into more hands. They've been tweaking how they build it to cut costs, and making more of them to bring the price down. They're also teaming up with others to build more hydrogen refueling stations, so drivers won't have to hunt for a place to fill up. But Toyota's not stopping at the Mirai. They're taking hydrogen power to buses and trucks too. These big rigs show how versatile hydrogen can be, offering clean, efficient rides for city transit and heavy-duty jobs, slashing carbon emissions even more. And there's more. Toyota's dreaming beyond cars. They're using hydrogen fuel cells to power things like generators and energy systems for buildings, data centers, and other spots. It's a reliable green energy source that shows hydrogen's got potential way beyond the road. Toyota's big picture plan is all about building a sustainable future, mixing awesome vehicles with the right fueling setups and clean energy sources. So how does this hydrogen magic work? It's pretty cool. Inside Toyota's hydrogen fuel cell vehicles like the Mirai, hydrogen from the tank mixes with oxygen from the air in a chemical reaction that whips up electricity to power the car. A key player in this setup is a gadget called an electrolyzer, which helps make it all happen smoothly. It takes water, made of hydrogen and oxygen atoms stuck together, and splits it apart using electricity. This happens with two metal pieces called electrodes dipped in the water. When electricity flows through, it breaks the water molecules. Hydrogen heads to the negative electrode and oxygen goes to the positive one. It's safe, efficient, and only makes hydrogen and oxygen. No nasty stuff. The hydrogen then powers the car's fuel cell, turning into electricity that drives the motor and spins the wheels. A power control unit keeps everything running smoothly, juggling electricity from the fuel cell and battery for zippy acceleration and smart braking. The fuel cell stack mixes hydrogen and oxygen in a special reaction that creates electricity, straight-up direct current power. An inverter flips it into alternating current power to run the car's motor. When you hit the brakes, the motor turns into a mini generator, grabbing energy from the slowdown and storing it in the battery. This trick boosts efficiency and makes driving even smoother. Now, about that electrolysis, it's not perfect. Older systems only turned 60 to 70% of the energy into hydrogen, losing the rest as heat. But thanks to snazzy new materials, better catalysts, and some clever tweaks, modern setups hit 80% or more. Once the hydrogen's ready, the fuel cell uses it to make electricity at about 50 to 60% efficiency. Put it all together, and the whole process from water to wheel power lands at around 40 to 50% efficiency. That might sound low, but here's the kicker. Hydrogen packs a big energy punch, giving fuel cell cars like Toyota's a longer range than most battery electric vehicles. And Toyota's not stopping there. Under their big slogan, "Let's change the future of cars," they're rolling out a bunch of cool new tech to turn themselves into a full-on mobility company. Not just a car maker. Toyota's got big dreams for hydrogen and they're going all in. They predict that by 2030, Europe, China, and North America will be the top dogs in the hydrogen game, with the fuel cell market ballooning to around 5 trillion yen. That's about 5.7 billion pounds a year. To grab a big slice of that pie, Toyota's rolling out some exciting plans. Starting in July 2024, they're opening a shiny new hydrogen factory to make everything about fuel cells faster and smarter. This place will handle development, production and sales all under one roof, so decisions happen quick and everything works together like a dream. Their strategy's got 3 big parts. First, they're setting up shop in key spots like Europe and China, tailoring their tech to what each region needs. Second, they're teaming up with top partners to make fuel cells cheaper and easier to get. Third, they're pushing the pedal on next-gen fuel cell tech to make it better and more competitive. Think cutting the cost of fuel cell stacks by 50% and slashing next-gen system costs by 37%. If they can snag orders for 200,000 units by 2030, Toyota says costs could drop another 50%, locking in solid profits while keeping customers and governments happy. They're also tackling the pricey side of making hydrogen by working with partners to streamline production, transport, and use. One cool idea? In Thailand, they're turning chicken manure and food scraps into biogas to whip up hydrogen. Toyota's teaming up with Mitsubishi Coca Corp and Toyota Susho Corporation to push hydrogen further. They've built a new water electrolyzer, borrowing tricks from the Mirai to make hydrogen, and designed a multi-tank system that fits all kinds of vehicles, even converting older ones to run on hydrogen. For big rigs, Toyota's working on hydrogen-powered trucks, standardizing tank sizes to cut costs, and testing liquid hydrogen tanks. They've also rolled out a hydrogen engine car in Japan, licensed for public roads, to speed up the shift to carbon-neutral driving. Plus, Toyota's partnering with others to make hydrogen cheaper and more available worldwide. Soon, cars might really run on water. Will this spell the end for electric cars? Tell us what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and check out our next video. You'll love it.